Okay. First of all, de-escalate a little bit.
I'm just asking because they've asked
No,
me if you want credentials.
you
Do
started
credentials?
yelling at me.
I'm asking you what you're doing. What's your
Okay.
purpose?
Well, the way to do it is, hi sir, how are you? Can I help you with something?
I'm asking you. You have credentials?
I don't know who you are, sir.
I'm the postmaster.
You're the postmaster of this post office?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you?
Do I
You
have?
cannot film without.
Yeah.
My opinion.
It's just I've never had.
I mean, is this a welcoming church?
Yeah.
So then why would you threaten to call the police on us if you're so welcoming? I mean, your sign behind you says welcome.
Are you a
But you don't seem very
honest
welcoming.
and loving person?
I mean, I don't think, my taking pictures makes me dishonest or unloving.
You're not being honest with me while you're here.
I am.
When a man walks into a U.S. post office with nothing but a camera and his First Amendment rights, he doesn't expect to be treated like a criminal. But in a clash between freedom of the press and federal power, even a quiet journalist can be shown the door. What happens when the law is clear yet ignored?
Sir, you're recording something? Sir.
Yes.
Okay, you're not allowed to do that in here.
I can't record in here?
You're not allowed to record, take pictures in here at all. I'm in a federal building.
Is it why? Is it against the law?
It's against the law, it is. Yeah, if you get the town on a list of things you cannot do.
Oh, you mean the conduct on postal property?
Yeah.
Yeah, that says I have permission to film.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Supervisor, please come on.
They're so quick to say that it's illegal to film in a federal building.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Can I get a stamp?
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to turn it off on me. I don't want to be in any video.
But you work for the public. I'm just holding you accountable. That's all.
Well,
You're a federal worker.
I can ask what you're using that for.
Huh? Sure.
What are you using the phone for?
And I'll tell you what I'm using it for.
Okay.
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Do you have any credentials or anything?
I don't need credentials to be an independent journalist. I'm just gathering content for a story.
58 cents.
Did you read the
Yeah, it says you have to do it by local postmaster or unless you're a news agency.
Yeah, I am a news agency.
And with no credentials. That's amazing.
The Constitution.
Anybody can walk in here and say that.
Yeah, for sure, because we have freedom of press in this country, sir. You heard of the freedom of press?
Yeah, I also heard of credentials too. How do I know you are who you say you are?
Well, everybody has freedom of press, not just people with credentials, sir. Just so you know.
Yeah, yes, this is our manager. Yes, we have an ID.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any ID.
Why not?
Because why would I? I don't need to.
Because we asked for it. If you're filming him,
Yeah, no, I'm not going to give ID.
we're calling that for
You're calling who? You do what you need to do. What's your name?
What's your name?
Your name is you have your name tag on. I can't see it.
Help us next, please.
Can I get your name, sir? I can't get your name. Are you a supervisor here? Are you a supervisor? I guess he doesn't want to give me his name.
How are you doing, Dave?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I can give this to you too.
This guy doesn't want to give me his name.
Yes.
And are these all in these?
Yeah, they're on most of the sheet.
Okay.
I don't know why he's being so rude.
Along with that, I think I'd like to have a sample of this. And,
This one?
yeah. And,
What's he videotaping? Sir, can I ask you why you're videotaping before I have the police come and remove you?
Hey.
You're not allowed to film inside a federal building.
Okay, first of all, de-escalate a little bit.
I'm just asking because they've asked
No,
me if you want credentials.
you
Do have any
started
credentials?
yelling at me.
I'm asking you what you're doing. What's your
Okay.
purpose?
Well, the way to do it is, hi sir, how are you? Can I help you with something?
I'm asking you. You have credentials?
I don't know who you are, sir.
I'm the postmaster.
You're the postmaster of this post office?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you?
Do I
You
have?
cannot film without an appointment. It has to go through our press. So I'm just asking you why you're filming. Do you have credentials?
I'm news media. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a
You
story.
have to schedule an appointment to videotape inside a federal building.
That's not what the conduct.
Okay, do you have credentials?
Do I have credentials?
Yes.
No, I don't have any
Okay,
credentials.
then I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
But why, if I don't need credentials? I have freedom of
Because I just
press.
gave you the reason.
I have freedom
I'm
of
asking you to
press.
leave, or if not, I'm going to have police remove you from the building.
I have freedom of press,
You're
sir.
inside of a federal building. I
Yeah.
told you have to schedule an appointment to videotape.
That's not what the conduct, the rules and regulations
I'm
governing
just explaining.
conduct
Do
on
you want to
postal
provide me
property.
credentials?
So if I had credentials, I wouldn't need an appointment. Is that what you're
Still
telling
need
me?
an appointment.
But that's not what it says on the rules and regulations
I'm
governing
telling you the rules and
conduct.
regulations that I'm aware of. If I'm asking you to leave the
If you-
premises since it's a federal building.
If you want,
You're
you
now
can.
trespassing.
If you want, you can
I'm
read
not
the
gonna
rules.
argue. You can either leave,
You can read the rules.
you can leave, or I can have the police come and talk to you.
Well, I'm not going to leave. This is a public building. I'm conducting business.
You're not cutting this.
Yes, I am. I'm looking. What was I doing when you came over? Looking at these cards, right? Yeah, videotaping the cards. Everybody just wants to call the police. You're a postmaster, but you don't know your own rules and regulations. I don't understand. So if I wanted to get one of these cards over here, I can't get one now?
Yeah, sure.
I can?
Yeah, get one
But the
over.
postmaster was just yelling at me, telling me to leave.
Oh, you want to purchase something? You can purchase then. You can leave.
Interesting. Yeah, but do I have a time frame? I'm looking at all the cards. That's what I was doing when the
Why
postmaster...
did you put that? Why do you need to film it to look at all the cards?
I told you because I disseminate information to the public. I am news. I'm an independent
Well,
journalist.
then we have the right to ask what you're using this for. Like you said, you need an appointment to do it.
That's not what the rules and regulations... You read them. I heard you read them. That's not what it says.
And instead, it's up to the postmaster.
If it's all other photographs are up to the postmaster, correct?
Well, again, you have no proof that what you're saying, what you're doing.
The freedom of press. That's why I'm here to educate. The freedom of press.
You are the press.
But you have the
Tell us your name.
you have the freedom of press. And to be honest, none of you are telling me your name. None of your workers have told me your name.
Well, my name's Glenn. You see it right here.
Let's go see. Let's go meet up these the police over here. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just trying to get some stuff from the post office, and I'm working on a story.
Okay.
They're who you called me. I'm who you called.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. So they called the police. They called you on me, and it's basically because I'm filming. But it says the conduct and the rules and regulations says that if you're news media, I am news media. I'm an independent journalist working on a story, and I purchased a stamp. I'm looking at cards now, and he's telling me that if I don't leave, he's going to call the police on me. So that's why I wanted to meet you here outside so we can clarify that I'm just conducting business inside. This is a public building. I have freedom of press. They're saying that I can't film unless I have credentials. I told them that everybody has the freedom of press. And I do have a company. I am an independent journalist, and I'm working on a story.
Okay.
So I don't want any problems. They started yelling at me and, threatening me with arrest.
What little information I did get was
Yeah.
that you were filming customers, and I think maybe, I don't know if that's...
Well, maybe inadvertently, but that's not. But again, they're in public, sir. They're in public. I'm not in somebody's house filming them, right?
Right.
But it's not like I'm sticking my camera in their face or anything. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm filming the walls. I'm getting I'm gathering content for my story. I'm working on a story of this post office here.
Okay, like
So,
a history of it?
Yeah, basically.
I see.
Basically, so I'm getting the outer of the I already got the outer of the building. I was getting the inside of the building, and I was also conducting business. I got a stamp while I was here. I'm looking at cards, and they said if you don't leave now, you're going to be arrested for trespassing. So, it's a public building. I have a right to be in there. I'm not breaking any laws.
All right,
I'm not breaking any laws.
I'll be back with you in a minute, all right?
All right. So if I go inside, will I be arrested for trespassing, sir?
Well, if you want to come on in, it's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just see what they say.
You can read it right here. It's right in federal regulations.
Say that again?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh.
Can't film inside any retail areas.
Lobbies, foyers.
That's not a foyer, that's the retail area.
That's a lobby. That's
That's where...
But this is a lobby.
And you're making customers uncomfortable. they file like this.
But that's a lobby, sir.
This is the lobby.
The-
That's the retail area. That's where they collect money. That's where services are
It's-
sold. And
If you would read it, it doesn't exclude a retail area. I don't even know what that is.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you, sir?
Hanging out.
Mind if I just get your name and badge number?
My what?
Your name and badge number?
Yeah. Trolling Wise, 429.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
When public meetings, except were permitted by officials or security force personnel or all. So in essence, they can
What's the problem?
Oh, nothing. I was just buying a stamp. I'm filming. I'm an independent journalist, gathering content for a story in the publicly accessible areas of this building. And the postmaster just started yelling at me.
Did you get your stamp?
I got my stamp. Yeah, I was actually looking at the cards because I wanted to get a card. And I'm also
Like a greeting card or
Yeah, like a greeting card, yeah. And then, just getting the architecture of the building. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm being...
Are you from here? The city?
No, not from the city, no. I'm here working on a story for my company.
Is it your company or you work for someone?
It's my company.
Oh, cool.
It's my company, yeah.
Like an online thing or is it like an
Yeah.
print paper?
Yeah. Online. Correct. I haven't been, I've been cordial with everybody. I don't understand why this is not really necessary. I just wanted to buy a stamp and a card and get the architecture of the building. That's all. I've been here for like 5 minutes.
what's that?
I've been here for like 5 minutes. Excuse me, sir.
Well, you've been here longer than that. It took me about 5 minutes to get here.
Well, yeah, maybe a little over 5 minutes, but I haven't been here that long. That's the point. I just been here. When the postmaster confronted me and started yelling at me, I was looking at cards. I wasn't aware there's a time limit of being in a post office.
He's getting the paper, so I have it because this is the first time I've kind of dealt with it.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a copy too.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen, I'm gonna let you know right now, officer. If your order, give me a lawful order to leave the premises, I will leave without a problem.
Well, this is my interpretation that is the retail area. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? That's where people get out their credit cards. That's where they have their money. You know what I mean? So this is the lobby, and that's my interpretation of it.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to go off of. So
That's fine. You're gonna go.
out in this area. You're more than welcome to film or whatever. But inside there, I'm going to ask you not to.
Okay, but I would need you to just to be fair, I need you to tell me not to, not ask me not to.
Yeah,
because
I'm telling you not to.
Okay.
Okay.
You're telling me not
Yeah.
to. It's a difference
Right.
when it comes to civil courts and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's a difference. So I just wanted to make sure we're clear.
Right.
That's all, sir.
And like I said, it's my interpretation. It's his interpretation that is the retail area.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're telling me not to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if I did, that would be trespassing, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'd be arrested for trespassing? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes, which is what probably
What I'm
would
doing.
fall under. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster.
Yeah. So I consider that a lobby. I consider this a foyer, and it's just I'm not going up to the counters and filming people's credit card information. That's not my intent here. My intent is just to get the overall layout of what's going on in the post office. See how the postal employees treat the customers.
Right.
Just an overall documentary of what's going on here.
All right,
Documentation.
If you want to do that, go ahead. You're more than welcome to.
Okay.
I'm not-
But all right. But you're telling me I can't go into that area, correct?
In film in there.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to get a card. So because I'm filming, I can't go get a card.
What's that?
I wanted to go get a card. When the postmaster confronted me, I was looking at cards. I wanted to purchase a card.
Right.
But
If you wanted to go in there, yeah, but
you're saying I would have to turn off my camera in order to do
you
it.
would not be able to film in there.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, you're telling me. You're telling me. Like I said, I don't want I don't need my rights violated today. I don't want to go spend a night in your jail. So
Did you want a copy?
I'll take a copy. Sure, why not? They're all over the post office, though. There's one behind me, one over there. So I'm pretty familiar with it. So they can't deny services just because I'm recording, you know. So
What's that?
They can't deny services. I get it. You're listening to him, and you're going based off of your interpretation.
Well, I'm going
Can I
off-
just get your? I didn't get your name, by the way.
Patrolman Scott Krieger, Krieger. Badge
Okay.
number is 414.
414. Thank you. Yeah. So I know for a fact they can't deny me services just because I'm filming. But I've dealt with postal inspectors before, who are the law enforcement of, like, for Ravenna Police Department, you would need to have a memorandum of understanding to enforce law on federal property. This is federal property we're standing on right here. So I've dealt with postal inspectors before. I filmed in areas, like I do post office. I gather content at post office all over the United States. And postal inspectors have come, who are the law enforcement division of the post office, and they have never had a problem with me filming. So,
Really?
yeah, and in fact, just denying me services from the post office can be open to civil litigation for a civil rights violation. But again, I listen to lawful orders, and I don't want any problems. Don't want to go to jail tonight.
I'm gonna be doing a report on
Sure.
this. Okay, so we have to report everything.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Do you choose to identify yourself to
No.
put you in the report?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. I haven't broken any laws, so.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, officer.
Hey, no problem. No problem.
Don't understand why I can't go in there and complete my and buy my card and conduct my business. But again, I like to take it to the, you know, because there's no use in us arguing about it or anything like that, or me arguing with the postal.
Right.
It is what it is. You have the authority right now to arrest me.
You wouldn't get it if you're here today. You know
No,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
There's other-
You're just gonna arrest me, and then I'm gonna have to go to court,
there's
and
other
then.
places
But I
that-
can go to court. I can go to court, you know, without being arrested, civil court. You know what I mean? So I'd rather go that route. So you stay safe. Take care, guys.
All right, you take care.
In a system built on rights, it's not enough to know the law. You must be ready to defend it. Because when authority forgets its oath, silence can feel safer than standing tall. But every time we give in, we lose a little more of the freedom we thought was guaranteed. Stay informed. Stay brave. A camera clicks. A sidewalk stroll. A place of worship stands in the frame, and suddenly, suspicion fills the air. What begins as a quiet exercise of free speech turns into a moral tug-of-war. Privacy versus public rights, suspicion versus trust. In this story, the questions aren't just, why are you filming? But who decides what's suspicious and what's sacred? When faith and the First Amendment meet, the tension speaks volumes.
Can I help you guys out? Hi. What are the videos for?
What's that?
What are the videos for?
What's the video for?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the questioning for?
Well, you're taking videos of our church. I'm just,
yeah,
yeah.
I just began.
Okay, can you tell me why you're taking videos of the church?
Tell me why you want to know.
Well, it's kind of an odd thing to do, and I think this is our private property.
Odd according to who?
I'm not trying to cause problems.
Neither am I.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
I just barely got here and started taking some photos and videos, and you're coming out questioning me.
Well, okay. I just like to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a camera. I mean, I don't know. You might have a different reason than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so you guys can't tell me why you're.
I can, but the moment I say to you anything, you're gonna run and tell the people about it. So I don't know what you might say. If you wanna keep it a secret, then I might be able to tell you.
Well, I'm not promising to keep it a secret if it's something that's going to do damage to our church.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. No,
Damage, no.
I don't know about that.
No.
Nobody's, yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
I mean, just the fact that you won't tell me why you're taking video makes me.
I mean, I don't
It,
have
it,
to.
it makes me wonder if this is.
Wondering is fine. I mean, you can wonder all you want.
Questions about why did you decide to wear that shirt today? Why did you comb your hair the way you did? You know.
Yeah. You have to admit it's very suspicious when someone
Not to
comes
me.
and.
I do this all the time. It's not suspicious.
Yeah, it's just taking pictures,
Record all the time.
recording the location, other pertinent information that I'm looking for, and then yeah.
know we have a right.
What's that?
We
You
have a right if you don't want to let us know what's going on. I have a right to ask the police to come and ask you what's going on.
I wouldn't tell them either. They're nobody special more than you are.
I mean, you can call if you want, but it's more like a waste of resources, for my opinion.
It's just I've never had.
I mean, is this a welcoming church?
Yeah.
So then why would you threaten to call the police on us if you're so welcoming? I mean, your sign behind you says welcome.
Are you a
But you don't seem very
honest
welcoming.
and loving person?
I mean, I don't think, my taking pictures makes me dishonest or unloving.
You're not being honest with me while you're here.
I am. I'm just choosing not to tell you why.
okay.
There's a difference. I haven't lied.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, if you want, like we said, if you want to call the cops, that's on you, but you'll be wasting your time. There we go.
Hey, excuse me, sir. I know you're allowed to take video. I just want to let you know that we have a lot of auto theft incidents where people, they come and then they bash the windows in the cars. And so if you could tell me like why you guys are shooting video, it would just help us out, It's not a matter of like we don't want you here. It's just we just need to know who you are. So it's like.
So yeah, I was explaining to him. He came out and talked to me. So I was explaining to him that if he's able to keep a secret, then I will be able to tell him. But if he's gonna go, like if I'm telling you right what I'm doing here, and then you're gonna go and announce it, then destroy my purpose here.
Okay.
Like if you can keep a secret.
Well,
then
it depends what it is. I mean.
Okay, so then I'm not able to gamble like that because you're most likely gonna go and tell people over there what's going on, and so right now I'm working on some projects of mine.
Well, if it's like a money secret, then it doesn't matter. If it's, if I don't know what secret it is, like you're planning to play a prank on people on their way
that would
out.
be up to everybody to speculate however they wanna interpret it. But I wouldn't be able to provide details as to why I'm here or these things.
So just like I don't. There's no personal. There's two options.
Yeah.
I should know what you guys are doing here, and it's not personal. It's just like from my perspective.
Oh, okay.
It's either we know what you guys are doing here, so that we're not alarmed.
Okay.
Because again, we have problems with people. They come in, they scope out the cars when people are in service. They bash the windows and they take stuff. And then we have that's why we have security walk. Not for you guys. Cameras don't hurt, but for all we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's either we know why you're here and why you're shooting video, because it's not common, no one.
Would you like to know why I'm here?
Well, no,
I'd be happy to tell you. I'm here to take pictures and video.
So it's either, or we just let the police know, just so they can look out for us. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us, no one's gonna be out here. We're gonna be in service in about 30 minutes.
You can decide on that.
Nice.
Okay. So would you like to let me know what you're doing?
I will tell you, but then you didn't tell me that you're gonna keep it a secret, and
Well,
you're
I
not gonna
can't
be
tell
able
you
to.
that. What if it's something dangerous? How about this?
So
I'll if it's not, if I judge that it's not harmful to us, then I will keep it a secret. If it's harmful, I have to tell somebody, honestly.
Oh, okay. Then if you want, then call the cops.
Tell me what I'm doing.
I'm gonna call the
That's
police.
not harmful, is it? Taking pictures
I'm
and
gonna
video?
call the police, and I just told you my thought process. So I'm just gonna call the police, and if you guys don't mean any harm, that's cool. But I just want to let them know that you guys are here, because our pastor, the first guy you talked to, said he doesn't want to make a scene. You guys don't seem like you're doing anything but filming, right? But it's just a security issue. We just two options, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, two
Yeah.
options for you guys, right?
That's why I was saying that I'll leave it up to you if you want to call the cops or
Yeah,
not.
I'm just letting you know it's
No
not
problem.
that we see you as criminals. It's just that we have to sell these people.
You-
We're all gonna be in service.
You
know
gotta
what I'm
do
saying?
what you need to do. No problem. Yeah.
So it's just the police department, not 911. It's just-
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Call the cops on someone taking pictures outside the church?
Well, it depends
Yeah.
what the purpose of the pictures are.
What do you suppose would happen if Jesus came out and said, "Why are you taking pictures?" And I said, "I choose not to tell you." How do you think he'd react? Do you think he'd call the police, or do you think he'd just be accepting and understanding of that there's no harm in taking pictures?
Well, it depends what the nature of the pictures are. I'm sure that
Oh, yeah.
if there were some, if it weren't harmful.
Yeah, understand.
Well, I'm not Jesus, you know. I'm a sinner.
But we all supposedly have them in our hearts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our flesh is like I was born a sinner when I was a kid, for example.
Sure.
No one taught me. No one taught me how to lie or to steal.
Yeah.
I just did it, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Jesus. That's the decision. The decision of that is kind of tainted by my own mind.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't know. It's more. It's a rather unselfish judgment, though. You know, just looking out for
Sure, yeah.
our church and everything.
Look out for your flock. Yeah.
Totally understand.
Because we have people who I'm serious. They
Morning.
bash the windows.
Yeah.
While we're here.
Have you guys considered having security out here during worship?
We do.
Oh,
We
okay.
do. That's what I was telling you earlier. We have people, and it's not for
Yeah.
anything else than just presence. You know.
Yeah, that's good. Well, maybe an extra set of cameras on our end will help deter someone from wanting to do that.
We don't know your purpose. That's why I asked you.
Usually cameras sometimes catch crimes in action, huh?
If we don't know your purpose, and if you won't
I don't
tell
know
me,
your purpose,
then,
but I'm not going to judge you.
if you won't tell me, then I just have to.
That's all good though. Beautiful.
See, I would rather know. You know what I'm saying? Because my pastor didn't want me to.
I did tell you I'm here. You asked why I'm here. I said you take pictures of video, but that wasn't good enough, right? So what would you like to know to satisfy your curiosity or ease any discomfort?
Like, why you're taking video? You know, come on, don't play.
It's a nice day.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
I mean, I'd be happy to live stream also to get double the audience, maybe.
Use your logic, please. I'm
So you don't want to help spread
I'm
the word of
I'm
God?
a person. I'm not Jesus. I'm a sinner. Like I was born a
Yeah,
sinner.
nobody's perfect.
So don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't come on. You know.
I'm not playing.
Don't play with me. But just think about it.
Does you need help? You need help, my dear? You got it?
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Nice. Nice Crocs.
It's not peace.
I love the Crocs.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
When a crime is committed, that's when I would call the police.
What if I said it was an unusual thing? Like this is never.
What's that?
Is that two people like
Unusual?
yourselves are doing what you're doing? This doesn't happen all the
It
time.
might not happen here all the time, but it happens all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't happen here all the time.
Okay.
And then you were saying, you were mentioning like somebody's home, right? I don't think this is anybody's home. This is just people get gathered here.
This is our home.
Yeah, but you don't receive your
I mean, if it's
bills.
your home, do you guys pay taxes on this place? Property
know.
taxes?
I don't know.
I don't think churches pay property taxes.
I'm not the guy to
So
ask.
it's not anybody's
that.
home for sure.
Well, then again, but nobody lives here. You just come here because you like the people. The
No,
people like you.
It's the same thing that when you go home. This is why we come here. Like a lot of these people,
Yeah.
they come here for comfort. We're all of us who come here are family.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like a welcoming place with a nice patio and a coffee bar set up outside.
We're all family.
Sure.
Sure.
We eat together. This is what this is for.
Nice.
We help each other out.
It's
We
a
listen.
community. That's good.
One thing. One thing I can tell you right now is, you wouldn't see me in front of your house. In front of your house, ever. Houses, that's not my thing. But on the street, public street, for example, as you can see, I'm not in front of those houses. I'm not like, hey, what's happening over there? I'm here. To me, this is like a social club. You may call it home, I call it social club, because a lot of times people come for the wrong reasons. They don't come for the most sincere aspects of it. And I'm not critiquing anybody. I'm not necessarily putting down anybody. I'm not trying to destroy their image in your mind. But it's what I've seen. Like, different churches behave different ways.
Here's the most gracious man, more gracious than me. This is the guy to talk to, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys a cup of coffee and some cookies.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not a coffee drinker myself.
Oh,
so maybe
okay.
just double up.
You want it double? Okay.
I can only take one.
Okay, all right. I'll
Yeah.
take the other.
Yeah.
I'll just set
I don't
this
know.
right
Yeah,
here. I know
sure.
your hands are full.
So I talked to him. He's not too concerned about you guys. It's just more about it's just kind of like why, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? You guys are in a public sidewalk. You guys are in a public space. Everyone here is in public. You can obviously record freely.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Just the same as you are, I'm sure, with your camera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's just more. He's just it's not common. It's not common people just stand on the sidewalk and record. So he's just more like kind of why, but. You guys are free to be here. We're just here to make sure there's nothing illegal going on. And...
Fairly common for me. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen
different for everybody else. Yeah.
I've never seen you guys before, so yeah. So.
What is your name and badge number?
Officer Rodriguez 504.
Thank you, Rodriguez. And here's your backup, I think.
Backups already.
So yeah, cool. All right.
You guys mind telling me you guys' names?
What's that?
You guys mind telling me your names?
I would, yeah, I'd mind.
What you do mind?
I do.
Okay.
You can call me Rodriguez.
You call Rodriguez?
Yeah. I'll steal your last name. If you don't mind.
All right, have a good day, guys.
All right, Rodriguez.
Hit by cars, all right?
Yeah.
You
What?
too. You got one coming in right now.
You're parking the wrong way. You're blocking the people.
In a world where cameras are everywhere, intent still matters. Suspicion can spark from silence, but understanding begins with listening, not demanding. The lesson here? Rights don't need to be justified to exist, but how we respond to discomfort, with fear or with grace, says more about us than any lens ever could. Every time someone stands firm on their right to remain silent or not show ID, they're defending freedom for all of us. These aren't just confrontations, they're lessons. Make sure to subscribe and share if you believe in standing your ground.